Hello, Thomas.
Yes.
Welcome to the interview.
Hi, Yeji. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much for coming. How are you today? How are you doing?
I'm doing quite all right. Actually, yeah, it's so far it's been a good day.
Mhm, mhm.
So,
Nice
and
to
about
have
you?
you. Yes, I'm fine. Everything is okay. Thank you very much. So today, as you can see in the description, uh,
Hmm.
we are having Thomas Swanenberg from ISEC here. And besides this description, I would like you, if you can introduce yourself a little bit to us. What do you do professionally? What is your role? Just briefly.
Yes, of course. That's definitely not a problem. Yeah. So as Yeji already said, my name is Thomas Swanenberg. Um, uh, I'm originally from the Netherlands, but I live in Prague in Czech Republic. I'm part of ISEC in Prague as well. ISEC is basically a student-run organization, very much focused on developing all kinds of youth in different ways. Uh, the way I'm involved in the organization is by developing new projects that we as an organization can do. So very much figuring out what do students want to do, how can we develop them, how can we develop our own people, what can we do for companies, to like get some corporations. That's very
Mhm,
much
mhm, mhm.
my job there.
Thank you very much for this brief introduction. You have helped me to ask the next question. Which projects currently at this moment are you working
Yeah.
on? Thomas?
Do you mean like what our organization is
Yes, please.
currently
Yes,
working
yes,
on?
yes, yes.
Yeah. First one that comes to my mind is Head Start. It's called. What we basically do here is we get in contact with companies that are maybe like looking for some new talents that to hire, and then we set up a workshop for them among students where they talk a bit about like something that's relevant for their field. Let's say, for example, like a finance company that then talks about how to do investing, and they show students how to do it, how it works, and that way they can like kind of like brand themselves as well for the students. We've also got Open Up. This is a bit more local. This is for like high school, where we get people from all over the world to do a short presentation about some of their skill sets to the high schoolers or to the students. So we get like people from like Germany, Netherlands, Italy, South America, like it's basically wherever we can find them to do some of these presentations.
Mhm, mhm,
Uh,
mhm, mhm.
and then like one bigger one that we have is called Income and Global Talent, where we find interns for companies from abroad that want to like. So let's say someone from France wants to have an internship here in Czech Republic. We find them an internship space at a company here in Prague.
Mhm, mhm.
So the biggest ones.
Yes, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. This is great. Thank you. Can you share with us a little bit more about your ISEC experience from the past, maybe highlighting some things you are proud of, you are
Mhm.
grateful for, you have
Yeah.
some good feeling about which you did in the past?
Yeah. It's actually a question. So like I joined ISEC about a year and a half ago,
Yes.
and I started in like a very like a basic position, so to say. So I was part of a team where we sold like the internships to companies. So uh, I was not very used to just calling a company and trying to convince them to do an internship or to like that they want a foreign intern at their company. I say that's something I was quite proud of. It was a good like self development for myself. Just to actually pick up the phone and call a random company just out of nowhere. But after that, I became a team leader.
Mhm,
So I had my own team and I was helping them with sales, and it's just great to see them grow in their role. Right?
mhm,
It was I would say that's one of my the moment biggest accomplishments, just seeing people develop under me.
mhm. Nice, nice. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you for sharing this. What about the future? Let's look at the future for a while.
Hmm.
And of course, I would like to stress one fact. If you want to write to Thomas. Anything under this video, you can type a comment, a question, and Thomas will be very happy to answer you.
Yes.
My next question is about the future. What can you invite us? What are your plans for the future, or can you invite us to any events or sessions or projects which you will do in the future?
Yeah, well, it's, maybe a bit soon. Actually today we're gonna have one workshop from a company. It's gonna be online. Of course, most people that'll be watching this, it'll be a bit too late for that, but maybe some will still see it. It's like on Head Start on Facebook. You can see it. It's basically, we had an IT company that is going to do a workshop about cybersecurity, mainly on like identification and how that kind of works online, and how to protect yourself as well. Then in about a couple in January, we're going to have a whole week focused on the Open Up, what I mentioned earlier. Here, like we're gonna also post this online, as far as I'm aware, so you can join like virtually, and it's gonna be in a Zoom meeting, and that will be, I think, from the 2nd or 3rd week of January. We're gonna have speakers all over the world. It's gonna be very like diverse. Don't know the exact agenda yet, but also any like ISEC is in multiple countries, not just in Prague. So any kind of, if you want to do like an internship as well or anything like that, you can go to isec.org. On there, you will be able to see any and all kinds of possibilities with us. Yeah.
What is the value added for, okay, let's say that I'm the CEO of the company here in the Czech Republic, for example, let's say. What? Why would I be interested in joining ISEC for this project? What would be in for me? Can you briefly summarize the advantages and benefits for the owners of the companies? Why should they join this project at ISEC?
Yeah, of course, of course. Well, of course, like the value is different with each project that we have. The value with Head Start, so just doing like a virtual workshop for students. It's like a low cost way for companies to like brand, like to make themselves known towards students, because like we notice nowadays there are so many like, well, like the unemployment is quite low. There's a lot of job openings. Like students have like quite a lot of choice, generally speaking, where they want to work. So a company has to make more effort in making themselves known towards the students, so that students will actually apply to their position instead of someone else's. And this is like a nice way for companies to already show themselves to the students. For global talent, it's relevant because like the same issue, kind of like companies are struggling to get like good, decent people in, but they only have like a market like that's local here in Czech Republic. But if they come with us for the global talents, we have contacts all over the world. So our kind of like our field is a bit larger, so we have more options that we can present with them.
Thank you very much. One more question, one more case study. Let's say that I'm a student. Let's say this is my last one for today. Let's say that I'm a student. Why would I want to join? Just very briefly.
I mean, like join the organization as a member.
The ISEC experience, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, let's take it a bit of a bigger picture, because there's like, why would you even want to go, let's say, abroad with ISEC? Why would you want to go on an experience this way? First of all, like it's just a chance for development. Like a lot of students, they've never really lived on their own or been by themselves. They've always had someone to support, and it's a great chance for people in a sort of safe environment to become a bit more independent and learn how to be like by yourself, get some work experience, become the better version of yourself in a very like visionary way to say that. Like that's just one benefit. Of course, there are multiple other organizations, let's say like Erasmus as well, like that's sort of the same thing. I say the benefit for ISEC is Well, one, like it's run by students, so like we are very much aware of like how you're feeling, what you're maybe looking for, and also it's like we're looking for like the best option for you, and we're trying to find internships that are not like, we don't accept internships that are free, so like there you will not get no compensation. There's also try to get the best thing for you. So and then on top of that you will get your work experience, and then the compensation as well. So try to get like the best kind of deal for you as possible.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This is really global, right? As you can see the
Yeah.
map behind me, this is ISEC is almost in every country, right?
Yeah.
So we can go wherever you want. It's a great, yeah, I can recommend it for myself,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, and it was also so I focused a lot on internships so far. We also do a lot of volunteer work. Of course, it's going to be like a bit for shorter term. So like we organize volunteer work for students, like from 3 months to a year and a half, if the company is okay with it. But we also have volunteer work that we organize. This goes from like 4 weeks to two months or something like that. So also definitely an option for people that are interested in maybe like just for in the summer.
Thomas, before I thank you for this interview, I would like to ask one final question. Can you give a takeaway message for our audience? One takeaway message which they would take away from this interview?
Wow, that's a difficult question. Like honestly, the main thing I want people to take away from everything what I said, doesn't even have to be ISEC related. I just want, like, you're not gonna grow and develop if you don't take chances, right? I would love it if all of you take your chance to develop yourself with ISEC, but the most important thing I want people to do is just to develop themselves and to take any opportunity you can find to do that. And ISEC is a great place to do that. So yes.
Thomas Swanenberg, thank you.
Yes, no problem. Glad. Thanks for having me. It was nice. It's good.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Good luck.